There we go. Welcome back to the studio. With me I have a guest commentator. What's your name?
Kevin. My name is Kevin Moore. I was playing here today. I was 3-3, ended up dropping.
You were playing Death and Taxes as well as
Yes,
me.
Death and Taxes, of course. Didn't go so well.
Yeah, I really,
Needless to say.
I really think that we met the game wrong. I would say. At least me.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I felt like it wasn't terrible, but I had some bad matchups and some bad... Well, Merfolk's not the worst matchup, but
Yeah.
the over-under on how many true name nemesis I play against every time I play Merfolk is... I think the average is 3 in every game I play.
They're kind of terrible against you.
Yeah.
So we're going to go into the last round of the Scandinavian Open 4. The first Lefvert tournament for the Scandinavian Open, is it?
Yes, the first.
At least since like the revamping of the Scandinavian Open.
Yeah.
Have we ever had one? I think this is the first.
This is the first, and it's good to see the focus on this format because you don't see it very often.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting format. My name is Lindgren, not Landgren. Please. But I really think I don't know a single pro that don't like the format.
No, it's a healthy format with the recent bannings, and it's good that we're spotlighting it again. The Open in Gothenburg, April 25th and 26th.
Yeah, I didn't actually know about that. I was really surprised.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So for the games, we have Jonas Lefvert on virtual
like
Rangers.
Elves.
Think explains that he's playing Elves.
Against Jonas Ljungberg.
Lingering Souls him to Torek. Is this just?
This looks like a Stoneforge Mystic. It's a Stoneblade list.
Yeah, but it's a junk.
It's yeah.
He plays this Lefvert Shaman's for Dark Confidence.
For Dark Confidence, going a little old school legacy. I haven't seen Dark Confidence in a while, but with the banning of Treasure Cruise, it's definitely a lot more popular now.
Yeah, and as long as you dodge burn, I think you're fine.
Well, and we haven't really seen too much burn lately.
I know one burn player on the floor, and that's player that always plays burn in every format.
Yes,
play burn,
every format. I played against him in the finals of Game Day last weekend. He was playing mono red there as well, as he's known to do.
I did play Slide. Boss Sly.
Not so much. Boss Sly is usually a lot more aggressive with creatures, but this is...
So there we go. The names are incorrect, but we're getting started.
Are they? Jonas Ljungberg and Jonas...
Yeah, but he's not 2. Oh, come on. This is wrong, I think.
No.
Well, we'll see. I don't know if the players mulliganed or anything. I think this is for the last spot in top 8. It must be.
Yes, it should be.
At least the 8th or the 7th slot.
I haven't seen the standings after round 6, but
this is a play-in.
Yes, this should be a winner in here. If they're both 4, they're 4-1-1. So 5-1-1 should be a lock.
Yeah, which is as I calculated, it should be 6th or 7th.
So it looks like we're underway.
Yeah, I like Jonas' junk list versus this, I think it's junk. He plays.
Yeah,
he plays every color.
Well, it's more of a four colored.
No, wait.
He has lightning bolts.
No,
as well.
this is Dead Guy, I think. Yeah, this is Dead Guy. Scrubland and Badlands. No, this is Jund. But he's not playing. He's playing lightning bolts though. That's the only thing. But he doesn't play any Tarmogoyfs. So he just red, white, black. Yeah,
good stuff.
Good stuff. 4 Lilianas. Wow.
4 Lilianas seems good in the metagame right now.
Yeah. It also seems very good against Elves.
Yeah, yes.
I also like the lightning bolts against Elves.
Yep.
And Confidant against Elves. But he plays no Abrupt Decays, so he's going for... He's a removal suite is his 4 Thought Seizes, the Swords. Oh, he plays a lot.
Well, it looks like we're seeing our first Lightning Bolt here on the Deathrite Shaman.
Yeah, I like this play.
Yeah.
Because if Jonas gets to untap, he might just suddenly win.
Well, it's the key to winning this match is just keeping them off creatures, keeping them off creatures every turn. And it looks like his hand is fairly well prepared to do that. I think I saw Swords to Plowshares there as well. Didn't really get a good look at the rest of Jonas' hand, though. I think I see a Batterskull there.
Yeah. So he's pretty much just playing a Dead Guy Ale with Splash for Lightning Bolt, it seems like.
Right.
Yeah. And it seems good. Lightning Bolt is a really good card. It kills Delvers. It kills almost everything except the Tarmogoyf.
Yeah.
he grows a Tarmogoyf, unfortunately.
That's what the 3 Swords of Plowshares are there for.
Yeah. But that Gale being a really old deck, I think it's one of the oldest Legacy decks.
Does he have a Stoneforge Mystic here? No, a Bob.
A Bob, of course, I mean.
Well, he has the 5 mana card in his hand, so he's not too worried about hitting anything too high.
Is that the highest he play?
Yeah, by the looks of it.
Yeah, well, I like this. I think Bob being really good here. Just keeping his handful of removal and answers for the Elves and his...
The card advantage off Bob should be able to bury most of the creatures that Elves
plays. Yeah, and that's how you win. Unless Jonas can just get a sick turn out of nowhere, I think Jonas is in the favor of winning this. Elves really wanting... If you're meaning a deck that has a lot of removal, more than 4, you're having a bad day. If they get it can be. Yeah.
It's definitely a lot better now that you aren't seeing 3 Fork Bolts in the most popular deck in the format.
Yeah. Like 20% of the decks.
Yeah.
And also, when they're done, they draw 3 cards and...
Yeah, you play your 1/1 on turn 1, and then you play 1 on turn 2, and then they kill them both, and then they draw 3 cards, and then you cry a little.
Yeah, they just... I'm so far back.
Yeah, so far behind. So what does Jonas have here?
Partial Rangers? No. Yes, it's that. I don't even...
It's hard... the card art isn't the largest on our screen.
I think it's the card that taps 2 Elves, get a color of any one of any color.
Yes.
So he might get a turn here, but I don't think so. He's probably just gonna get killed. Yeah, I don't think he will be able to set up anything. Elves being a deck that kind of needs to set up turn 2, 1 and 2, and then use kill on turn 3.
We'll see.
He can get on turn 2, but usually you have to set up a little.
We'll see what his follow-up is here. It looks like he has a Heritage Druid in hand as well.
Which will do nothing here.
No. It looks like we have a Judge Call, so their players are pausing here for a moment.
What is happening? What do you think they're pausing for?
In my opinion as a level 2 judge, I cannot tell. It's hard to see what's going on.
I have no idea either. Well, Elves has been around forever, has it? It's probably one of
Elves
the...
it's
been around.
Tribal decks have been around for as long as Magic's been around. You can
but I mean as a stable deck in Legacy, it's been around very long.
I think it. I'm not too sure exactly when it first started coming up. To be fair, I've played Magic for about 5 years now, but I know that it started becoming a lot more popular about 2 years ago. I think Caleb Durward was championing it a lot on the SCG Open series in the States, and it started to see a lot more play.
Yeah, when Cradle of Beam was printed, I know that the deck will become a lot more
I think that's what one of the main advocates.
Yeah, because before you had I play Progenitus. Well, you don't kill them on the spot.
Well, it was Progenitus to kill them in 2 turns, or you had some of the more combo versions where you would play a Regal Force and you draw 7 or 8 cards, and then you'd have the infinite combos with there's the Changeling that I can't remember the name of. It's 2 and a white that you can use. I think
mirror entity, right?
Yes, I think it's X.
Yeah, X.
Every creature you control is an XX creature until end of turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there were a lot of infinite loops using, I think, Priest of Titania and Heritage Druid.
Yeah, well, now you just solve a Crater Hoof. And
you don't have to go through the loops of drawing your deck and playing a bunch of weird things.
Yeah.
Now you can just untap, cast a Natural Order, and kill them.
Yeah, I mean, Natural Order being the key combo piece in the deck.
Yes.
Get mana to Natural Order, have Crater Behemoth kill them. If you have enough creatures, that is. But you usually do.
It usually doesn't take many.
I mean, I think it takes 3 creatures, plus the Behemoth.
Alright, so it looks like...
Is it for 1?
Green Sun for 1 with Birchlow Rangers.
Well, for 0, but yeah.
Well, yeah, sorry, for 0.
One of the tricks that got the card banned in Modern, I think.
Yes.
Being really good.
It was the just too explosive of a start with the turn 1 and get a Dryad Arbor.
Is that all Linger results?
Yes.
Yeah, that must be.
Looks like he'll take 3 here, go down to 15.
Well, it's fine when you're against the Elves deck. If they can combo, they're probably going to kill you by a lot more damage.
Looks like his draw for the turn is a Thoughtseize.
Yeah. Do you like Thoughtseize, sir? I think I like it.
I think I do. I mean, if he has a natural order, he's untapping and probably trying to kill you with it. So you might as well.
And he has a Priest of Titania. Do you still play that?
Is that a Priest of Titania? Yeah. I'm not sure the art. I haven't seen the card in forever.
I think it's a Priest of Titania. Let me look. Yeah, it's Priest of Titania. Wow. Do you still play those?
Apparently.
Well, it's not. Well, he plays a one-off and it's really good, but it's kind of how do you say, non-traditional. Well, it's more traditional, but it's not like the one you.
Well, yeah, traditional in the sense of the mirror entity kill, not in the. Yeah. And I think even in the mirror entity kill decks, it was only a 1 of as well that you had green for.
But it's a really good card if it's. I mean, you get 1 mana for every elf you control.
Right, but it looks like Jonas is untapping here, so that's. Let's see what he drew for the turn. It's an Abrupt Decay.
Abrupt Decay, being really good. Taking out the Bob. Does he have another... Can he start making a lot of mana? I think he has a...
It looks like
in the hand.
He is just attacking. No, his hand last turn was Dryad Arbor, I think it was a Misty Rainforest.
Yeah.
After the Thoughtseize, and then he drew the Abrupt Decay.
Yeah.
So he should just have a fetch land in hand now.
Well, I think Jonas can just take it easy and play a Lingering Souls.
Yeah, he can play Lingering Souls here and
then hold up Path. No, I mean Plow if he has that. He's playing something else. He's playing a Stoneforge Mystic. Yeah, this looks really good.
Well, he'll be able to find his Jita here, which is always bad news for the Elf stack.
Yeah, I mean if it connects, you're probably gonna lose.
Yes.
A lot of the time, at least before the sideboard. Well, does he play? I think he plays 1 Reclamation stage in main.
Yeah, which a lot of the decks have been adapting.
Yeah, because you need an answer for
Jita. Yeah, there's no point in being dead to a card that's main deck game 1 by decks like Death and Taxes and Stoneblade.
Yeah. Death and Taxes have a terrible matchup against this deck. A lot of decks actually have pretty much bad matchup against Elves if they can't interact with it.
It looks like he drew a Glimpse of Nature for the turn. That's not really going to do too much here.
No, he can't bounce anything. He can't really do much. I think he just have to wait and try to set up a good turn. And if Jonas can just maybe take apart his hand and just put pressure, which he will do with a Jit.
Well, it looks like he's drawn Runner Stoneforge Mystic here. So he doesn't have the 4th land he needs to be able to get the Jit into play and equip it.
He has a Plow.
Yes.
Yes, which will buy him time to be able to play Jit. He can play Jit in instant speed. It's fine. And if a Jit connects, Jonas is in a lot of problem.
He's dead. I think of it. With this current board state, if the GT hits him, he could get double Stone Rained, or he could just most likely lose his Heritage Druid and
the Mana Producers.
Yeah,
because those are much better than lands because you can make shenanigans later with the Natural Sentinels and all that.
Did he draw another Glimpse?
He's playing a Glimpse.
Alright, so he didn't. I guess he's just playing the 1 Glimpse.
Well, he might just want to get it countered. If he has to.
Well, Dead Gael's not going to counter it. He didn't seem too happy playing it.
Last Hope is still a card. Yeah. Oh, it's a Visionary.
That was probably really his best draw.
Yeah. Well, that or the guy that can bounce creatures as well. If he draws that now.
Wildwood Symbiote? Yeah. Or he can Green Sun Zenith here.
For it.
Yeah, he has a lot of really good draws here.
Has he played?
But it looks like in response to the trigger, his I imagine his Heritage Druid is getting plowed here.
He probably hasn't even hit play, I would say.
The Visionary is still on the stack.
Yeah, even the draw.
So if you let that
from Glimpse is also still on the stack.
Yes,
I think this is correct play. You don't want him to get mana and stop playing just shenanigans.
Yeah. Yeah. So in response, he's going to tap it for mana using Birchlar Rangers.
And then
gain a life.
Goodbye, Heritage Druid. Wow, I didn't expect to see Dead Gael today.
I didn't either. It's one of those. It's another one of those decks that players who like the deck they've just played it forever. They know the deck in and out, and they can kind of tweak it for any format.
Yeah.
Like putting the lightning bolts in here. You can show up to an event, think that maybe you're going to play a bunch of decks like Elves.
It's going to play draw
another Visionary, drawing 2
and
more
he draws
cards
the
here.
symbiote, which he still can use the ability on the.
But I believe, does he have a land? It looks like he has another glimpse.
He hasn't played another land.
No, but it looks like he hasn't drawn one for the turn.
Yeah, but he might just play a symbiote, draw a card, and then if it hits a land, or even if it hits a Gaia's Cradle.
No, he's using Birchlaw Ranger's ability to tap 2.
Yeah, but if he still hasn't played a land, if he can get like, what's the name of the card? Yeah, Gaia's Cradle, he might just win here. But I think there's a fetch in his hand. Yeah, that is a fetch, or a Green Zenith. I'm not really sure, but it might be Green Zenith.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I think I saw a glimpse there.
No, it
is
a
a fetch.
So can he get it? He can't get another mana, as I see it. I mean, he can't get another mana, but he can't play. He can't bounce and play the Visionary.
No, he can't. He can bounce and Birchlaw Rangers cost 1 or 2.
I think you have to tap 2 to. He can, yeah.
No,
one,
so he can bounce the Birchlaw Rangers and replay that to draw a card here as well.
So, and that's 1 more card, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just getting 1 more card deeper. This is more of a value glimpse, is what they call it.
Yeah.
It's not to win the game here, but...
Well, it's for setting up your hand.
He's drawn three extra cards from... three extra cards so far from the 2 Visionaries and the Symbiote.
Oh, he's bringing it back. Oh, yeah, he untaps a land.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Or maybe a creature, I don't know.
And he's wastelanding in
response. In response, yeah. Jonas not respecting the priority. Not respecting the stack.
Well, I think that's a play that you're making regardless.
Yeah.
I mean, you need your opponent to be
alert,
to be aware. Yeah. And you definitely want to get that wasteland off the table because now now Jonas can't put his GT into play. Yeah, and next turn he can't equip his GT, so he's 1 more turn away from being able to start getting counters on him.
I think a Hymnal's picked up. Yeah, there's a Hymnal to work. It's gonna get played. Wow, if this hits good here, we're in for some shenanigans again.
Well, we could this game could go for a while depending on when he hits here.
Yeah. I mean, if he hits the Visionary, it's... Yeah, he has also Glimpse, right? So he can go for another Glimpse run, and he can even... And then he has so much mana that he can use continue Glimpse running, and he might even hit a Gaia's Cradle, then that might be real dangerous. It will be real dangerous.
Depending on what he has in his hand, he could also... he could return one of his other creatures in play using the Symbiote to just lower the odds of him having his Visionary hit.
Yeah.
Which, of course, was hit already.
He hit the Visionary
and
the Glimpse.
Yes, so there was a Glimpse.
What's the last card in his hand?
I can't tell.
It might be another Glimpse, I think. I'm not sure, though.
No, it's you can't tell right now. It doesn't look like a Glimpse, but it's... No, I don't know. He did bring his...
Well, he bounced at the end of the turn, a creature, so I think it's a Glimpse. It must be a Glimpse. Well, I see no reason for bouncing creatures there.
No, of course it is, because you want to be able to cast your... I forget the name of the creature now, obviously.
Yeah. But he bought a land.
No, he returned his...
Oh, yeah.
Visionary. Yeah. Sorry, at the end of turn. And you can only use it once per... So.
Nettle Sunderland untaps when you play a green spell, right?
Yes, so he's going to...
3 mana. He has Green Sunset in hand. So if he can get some mana with the Ranger...
So he's going to cast his Visionary there, untapping his Nettle Sentinel, drawing a card.
I believe that's another fetch.
It looked like a Verdant Catacombs that he drew for the turn.
Jonas being on 10.
Yeah, Jonas took... he's taken 1 or 2 attacks, I believe, from...
He's small guys.
From, a couple of the Elves. Plus he revealed a Lingering Souls, and I think... did he reveal anything else? I know he also took 2 from the Thoughtseize earlier as well.
Yeah, so he took 5 from self-damage and probably some hits, maybe a fetch as well.
So I don't know what X is here, but I have a feeling that you just want to grab a symbiote. Yeah, which is what he's going for.
Yeah, symbiote being one of the cards that make this engine go so well.
Yeah, symbiote is kind of, it's this weird linchpin that is what allows the deck to do its thing. So he's going to activate the symbiote's ability to return his visionary, untap the arbor, and then play the visionary again.
I think he might have forgotten the trigger for the heritage druid there. I mean the 2/2 Nettle Sentinel. No, but he
has yet to. Did he replay the visionary yet?
Yeah, it's in some play.
Yeah, then he did forget the trigger.
Yeah, and I think they're discussing it currently. That is not very good when you're playing for winning.
No.
In the top 8.
Well, is Nettle Sentinel a trigger when you cast or when a green?
I think it's.
Yeah, I think it's when you cast.
Yeah, I think it's when you cast a green spell. Yeah. It's not when a green creature enters, because I know you can untap it off of Glimpse.
Right. So if he's already drawn the card off of his visionary, then yeah, he's missed the trigger.
Yeah, and he's also fetching right now, so he's missed it so long. Can we get a little bigger picture of the card?
Nope. They'll just take it away.
Yeah. Yeah, and Nettle Sentinel being the cards that are really, really good. When it just allows you to do some busted turns. This deck has a lot of busted turns.
It does. It's a really fun deck to play.
Yeah. I think I played a lot of Magic Online over there. Or I've played against it a lot of Magic Online. And that is another one? Another Ranger?
It's kind of half off the screen there.
Yeah, I have some glares. But I think it might be another Rangers. I don't... yeah, it might be a... I think it's not a Curing Ranger.
We do have a Quarian Ranger in play.
Yeah, but it's a Burst Claw. We can see it now when it's more in
okay.
And
that is a Regal Force.
How many cards are you
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, and Jonas has seen enough.
And he's going to pack it up.
Doesn't need to watch his opponent draw 7 cards.
So, do you want to talk some about the sideboards?
Sure. So for Dead Guy Ale, we have 2 Duress, 2 Grafdigger's Cage, 2 Choke, and 2 Red Elemental Blast, 1 Pyroblast, 1 Ancient Grudge, 2 Zealous Persecution, 1 Ethersworn Canonist, and 2 Grim Lavamancer.
Well, welcome back to the booth. And I think the Zealous Persecution are really good in this.
Yeah, that's a good place to start.
Yeah.
Kill all your 1/1s, make my Lingering Souls 2/2s.
Yeah.
Smash you in the face. It seems like a good place to be.
I also think the Canonist might be pretty good. They can't bounce their elf and play it again. They can play 1 elf by each turn, and it slows them down a lot, at least when you're on the play.
Mm-hmm.
Grafdigger's Cage being pretty good, but it's also pretty bad at the same time because... No, it's really good.
Cage will shut down... does it shut down Green Sun Zenith?
It shuts
down Green Sun Zenith and it shuts down Natural Order.
Yeah.
Although in that game it wouldn't have really mattered too much because apparently drawing 7 is...
Yeah, how big is Regal Force? 6/6?
I don't think... I think it might be a 5/5, but since when does Regal Force actually have power and toughness that matters? It just draws you a bunch of cards and you win the game.
What are you going to take out? I think he's going to take out the Liliana.
The Liliana seems bad, here. Especially against a deck that's running... how many Dryad Arbors? Probably 2 or 3? We saw 2 that game.
See, I think he plays
Usually they
2.
Only play 2.
Yeah, he plays 2 Dryad Arbors.
So the Liliana seemed like a good place to start. What else do we have here?
Yeah, I think that might be maybe.
I think it's probably 4 Lilianas for 2 Grafdigger's Cage and 2 Zealous Persecution. Seems like
and then he might take out the Sword of Fire and Ice for the Ethersworn Canonist.
Yeah, that seems reasonable because if you're getting an equipment, it's going to be GTEC.
Yeah, for the Elf deck, we have 1 Nilrod, 1 Pithing Needle, 1 Tormod's Crypt, 1 Furious Macarabe. Yeah, I think it's called that.
Right, Macabre.
Gatateague, a Baloth, a Scavenging Ooze, a Wilt Leaf Leech, 1 Choke, 1 Dread of the Night. Is that a...
Dread of the Night is it's an enchantment for 1 and a black that says all white creatures get -1/-1.
So, goodbye different taxes?
the reason why I remember what that card does is because it was played against. Well, it wasn't played against me today, but my ant opponent had it in his hand when he Cabal Therapied himself to discard Dread of Night so that he could hit Threshold and kill me. Or not Threshold, sorry, so he could hit Hellbent and kill me. It was a very strange sequence of plays.
Also, a Disfigure and 4 Cabal Therapy. I really don't know what he will take in. He didn't see the hymns. He didn't see. He saw one path. He didn't see really much of the Dead Gael. He mightn't even know what deck it is. But I think maybe some Null Rods. The Null Rod and maybe the Pithing Needle as well to stop Jit.
The Pithing Needle for sure is there to stop Jit.
And he might take in a Scavenging Use, the second Scavenging Use for just taking stuff out of the
I mean, Wilt Leaf Leech probably isn't terrible here too. He got hemmed. I mean, he knows that.
Yeah, he did get hemmed. Yeah,
he did get hemmed. Yeah,
and Wilt Leaf is just.
It's just thank you. I'll get a 4/4.
Wilt Leaf can be really good. Yeah, it also boosts the entire team, and after that you can just hit because if you have 5 creatures, that's 5 extra damage.
Yep,
and that's absurd. Yeah, and it also negates the Seal's Persecution.
Yeah, no, that's a good point as well.
Being pretty important in case if it becomes active. Do you think it takes in any Cabal Therapies?
I don't think so. Cabal Therapies is more against your combo matchups.
And we're on our way in the game. And a Grim Lavamancer play.
So it looks like he bordered in his 2 Grim Lavamancers as well.
Yeah, Grim Lavamancer being really good. You set back your opponent every turn.
Yes.
And if your opponent's only land is like a Dryad Arbor, I think this can be game.
Red, discard 2 cards from the graveyard.
No, exile 2 cards.
Exile. Sorry, remove 2 cards from your graveyard. Wrong terminology there.
Missed level 2,
yeah, I'm.
No, but
I'm good at this game.
Grim Lavamancer being, I actually like Grim Lavamancer as well. The thing is, what did he take out? That is what I'm more interested in.
I mean, it's possible he took out his Lingering Souls. I don't know if that's...
Lingering Souls being not very good.
A card you're probably just planning on winning with Batterskull here.
And when we see, I see 1 or 2 Grafting Cage in his hand.
Oh, those are going to be pretty good.
Well,
pretty big beating here.
Yeah, if he plays 1 of them, or if he just plays 2, trying to destroy it, there's no reason for it. No. And suddenly Green Sun Zenith becomes so bad.
Green Sun Zenith is gone. Your natural order kills are gone. But how many Abrupt Decays do we have in the Elves deck here? 2. Usually 2 or 2.
Okay. Yeah, and he has also Reclamation Sage, so he has removal for all 3, both of them. But yeah,
there goes the Deathrite Shaman from.
Yeah, we see.
From Lavamancers.
I think there are two Grafting Cage hands.
Yeah, I think and there's the first cage.
Yeah, that must be a second cage.
So, do we have any Maelstrom Pulses in the Elf stack today?
No.
There's nothing to play around with 2 cages?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, he has 2 Erupt Decays, so...
Right.
Well, he might not know that. Wait, do they usually play
I mean, I'm not very up-to-date on all my Elves deck lists, but I've definitely seen Maelstrom Pulse in Elves before.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I don't think as much now that Abrupt Decay is so popular, but...
Yeah, Abrupt Decay being better in almost every case.
I mean, it kills everything you really care about.
Yeah, you copy countered, which is very important. And he starts building up his board, but if Jonas can just keep filling his graveyard and using the Pyromancer... The both named Jonas.
Yeah,
if the dead guy player can just a Jit was picked up, but if he can just continue filling his graveyard, which he looks like he will, he's just gonna send him back all the time. And Jonas, the dead guy player.
Yeah, how good is I haven't seen Jonas's hand, but if he has a lightning bolt here, you bolt 1, 2 cards in the graveyard after he gets possibly a Badlands here, and then you Lavamancer the other.
Yeah, that is a Badlands, and I think that signals that he has the bolt in hand.
Or a path. It's really or an abrupt.
Yeah, it's swords, you mean?
Yeah, swords. So, yeah.
I was saying path.
Because I play a lot of modern.
Yeah, I do as well. Well, starting now. I used to be all no modern, then I played an aggro deck. It was fun. I enjoyed myself.
No, it's quite the fun format as well.
Jitter still being the best card you can wish for, and
It looks like he does have some removal spell here.
Yeah.
He has the bolt and then the lava man, so this is
not
good.
terrible for him. This is
Well,
terrible. This is terrible for Lefvert.
If Ljungberg has another land in hand, he just gets the added fun of untapping, playing a GT, equipping it, and getting 2 counters on it.
Well, fun for him, for that matter, at least.
Well, yeah. How much fun have you had when you put 2 counters on your GT today?
I actually haven't played Magic today.
Maybe that's why you're in the booth instead of playing.
No. I mean, my opponent just scooped when I played.
Ah, okay.
Well, I played against Charlotte twice, and you get a Battle Skull if you play against that deck.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
so it looks like Jonas just passed the turn without putting any more fodder out for the...
Yeah, the first time being the 4th land.
The Lavamancer. Well, 4th land, but not this turn, unfortunately.
He attacks with the Pyromancer.
As an Elves player, if your opponent is attacking you with their Grim Lavamancer, you know that you're not in a good place.
Well, at least after he has bolted it twice.
Well, after he's killed 2 things with
Yeah.
it. Well, it means that 1, there's no cards in my graveyard because I've ate all of them to kill your things.
Yeah.
And 2,
well, we might
you
see
have
a
nothing
good
more.
glimpse around here if we're lucky.
So, Wirewood symbiote.
Oh, being one of the MVPs in the run.
Yeah. Can we see anything else here, though?
I think is that a land Elves? That is not a land.
He's playing another forest. So he has
Is
2
that
mana
3
here.
mana?
A visionary. So
Yeah.
he can draw 2 cards here.
And that is the end of it?
Yeah, that will be, unfortunately, the end of his
I think he
little
can
glimpse
tap on
around
land as well if he could, but I would probably play that before.
here. No, it's so it's untap a creature that Wirewood symbiote
Okay,
does when you
and
cut.
the Ranger is the land.
I can't remember all
one is
of my
untap a creature and one is
elf
untap a
creatures,
land.
unfortunately.
Elf creature. Is there no elf creature?
I can't remember all of them.
This is why we need a card checker.
Yeah.
I should really play some more elves.
Me too. Like I said earlier, I'm looking to possibly acquire the cards myself so I can. It's been years since I've played with the deck.
Oh, Vindicate. No,
that's a Lingering Souls.
Lingering Souls. But he has a Vindicate in hand though, which can be good if his opponent gets a Gaia's Cradle, which is is one of the best cards in the Elves deck for making absurd turns.
Yeah.
You just play a lot of
Definitely
creatures,
is.
play the Gaia's Cradle, tap for like 8 mana. See, green's not sending for anything really.
Well, and the Wirewood symbiote has the added ability of making the GT laughable now.
That's true.
So you block and you never let them deal any damage.
Do you fill the graveyard and use the Grim Lavamancer to just burn the symbiote, or do you play the souls?
Well, I can't see Jonas' hand, so I don't know what he would have to fill it with.
Vindicate and a Grafting Sketch.
Well, the Vindicate doesn't really help to fill your graveyard as much. You're just vindicating the symbiote and then passing the turn.
Well, if you have a land, you will look much better. Or if you get a fetch, that would be even better.
No, I think his plan here is to play the Lingering Souls, get his tokens, and then next turn just equip the GT to one of the soul tokens.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
he can't block and bounce. And then he's going to lose his symbiote.
And there we have it. I think he might just go for the Vindicator. The Vindicator can kill.
Well, well, you're assuming that Jonas doesn't just kill him here with his Gaia's Cradle.
Yeah, I think I'm underestimating the Elf deck currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's probably just gonna make an absurd turn. He has 3 mana in pool and he has a Heritage. Is he passing the turn?
He is, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, this isn't going to end well for our Elves player here. It looks like Jonas is most likely going to equip the GT to one of his Lingering Souls. Attack for 2.
Well, he might have taken in Disfigure.
It's possible.
Which it might be. Is it the Disfigure? Oh, no. This looks bad.
This is bad. So it looks like we're going to have a counter removed on the symbiote.
And he can kill, in the bounce response, he can kill the other one as well.
Yeah, so Jonas...
this is terrible for him.
Yeah, he's going to want, most likely, his visionary is what Jonas is going to want to kill. So
yeah,
I think you want to force him to use the counter now by attempting to bounce it and then forcing the activation again.
Yeah, and well, Ljungberg just being able to kill the entire board if he does his right.
Well, he can kill basically everything here.
Yeah,
and
he everything.
Can't count out the fact that he can, rather than flashing back his own souls, he can just use that as fodder for his Grim Lavamancer as well, after cracking that fetch land. So it looks like he lets him get his Visionary back before killing the Heritage Druid.
He might just want to play Vindicate and kill the land here. I think that is also a really good play because he has a Lefvert Shaman in play. So Vindicating the land, destroying target permanent, which is gonna be the guy's cradle.
It would be, yes.
Locks him out of next round, just making the same.
All we can really do is just replay a bunch of creatures.
And we see the Seal's Persecution in there, so he boarded it in.
Yep, that's not surprising against a deck with a bunch of 1/1s.
It's probably one of the cards that he thought this is gonna be good against Elves.
Yep.
That or Perish.
Yes, and there is no Perish in the sideboard today.
I used to play Perish when I played Deathblade. It was kind of fun resolving it. No one ever caballed it. They don't know. They always say Seal's Persecution because you have it because when I used to play when TNN was asking to get banned. Or people were asking for it to get banned.
Yeah, people didn't ask for very long. I think it didn't take long before people realized that you just play a bunch of Golgari Charms and
he is flashbacking it.
Persecutions, okay. That's fair. I
don't know if I like this play.
I don't think I do either, because you have to respect the fact that if Elves just untaps with this much mana, he can play. He could play 3 creatures here. Then
he can kill it with the Lavamancer in response, but at the same time, I rather take out the Gaze Cradle. Gaze Cradle being very, very, very good.
Yeah, well, if Jonas plays another 2 creatures here, plays a Dryad Arbor.
He has a Dryad Arbor in hand.
Yeah, in hand. Taps his Cradle for 4 mana.
I think I see an Erupt Decay there. It's going to help a lot.
Immensely. That's going to get rid of the GT that is basically the reason why he's losing this game right now.
Yeah. Single-handedly the reason why he's losing the game.
Although it's... again, I can't see all the cards in Jonas' hand, but it's possible that there's a line he could take where he wants to set up Abrupt Decay in the cage at the end of turn, untapping and going off with a natural order.
True, but it's hard to do that when you're jet locked.
Yes.
Being very terrible.
Yes.
I think he wants to destroy the jet either when his opponent attacks or if opponent taps out and do something, the Grim Lavamancer can't activate. Because then he gets 2 cards in the graveyard. Is that a
Crater in his hand?
No, I think that might be either the Regal Force
or tapping some mana and then untapping some mana and then tapping some mana again. So it looks like the Abrupt Decay is... Oh, okay, so we are going for the cage.
What is that card? I don't know. Maybe something weird. It might be the Wilt Leaf? No. That is the... Yeah, I see it now. That is creative.
Yeah. So it looks like we are Zenithing for 1 here, getting a Wirewood Symbiote, I imagine. There it is.
Yeah, and he passes the turn. So, Jita apparently is okay. I think you're gonna vindicate the Gaze Cradle, considering that your opponent probably just wanna. And there's the second one.
The other cage, I imagine. It's off screen, so we can't.
Yeah, it's the second cage. But the second cage. He had the 2, and we both knew it. Vindicating.
Attack for 4
I
here.
still like vindicating the Gaius Cradle. I'm always afraid that also you suddenly win, and he has the Cradle Hoof in hand.
Well, Elves has 4 cards in hand.
Yeah, he
Looks
has
like we're going for the symbiote.
he has to respect it, but he can kill the field. I think the Ljungberg is just doing this in the wrong order. He should first kill the symbiote, and then...
No, he did. He killed the symbiote, and
Yeah,
then
okay.
Jonas responded by going to put the visionary in his hand.
And he doesn't respond to killing it again?
I
Can't he?
think that's what he was...
Ah, he's killing the...
yeah, he's just killing the Dryad Reverence.
Well, I like that as well.
I don't think I do. I think you want
Yeah,
to...
yeah. To be honestly, I would rather kill Visionary, and then vindicate the Gears Cradle than burning out the last card of them.
Yeah.
Which is which would be he's taking out the black mana.
He doesn't want his GTA to get erupted. Which
that's fine.
is a fair line to take.
Or his Graphic Sage for that matter.
Yes. How many Bayous does Elves play in this deck?
Play
Most
two.
likely 2? Yes.
Two, and he plays the 3 Gears Cradle.
Yeah, it looks like that's it.
Yeah, and 1-1 between Elves and Teddy Jonas. Why do they have the same name? Why do we get this feature
I
match?
know.
We're back in the booth with Victor and Kevin. So I think Elves being on the play now is going to be a huge upside for them.
Oh, well, I mean, you can say that about every deck in the format, I imagine.
Yeah, but well, I can argue about you about that, but
All right, okay, sure.
but being a combo deck, you really want to be on the first turn because they have a lot of one mana disruption, but still they're going to be on the back foot the entire game if you just play a lot of creatures.
Yeah.
And I'm surprised he played the Lingering Souls at the same time. I think it might be too slow, but I don't know.
So
We didn't see a Canonist, and I like Canonist here. Do you think Dread of Night might come in?
Dread might, it might have already been in.
I mean,
it kills Lingering Souls.
It doesn't let Lingering Souls live, and it doesn't let Jit on Stoneforge Mystic do anything. Which is...
How does he... I guess his other ways to hit you with a Jit are Dark Confidant?
Yeah, sure,
So,
but
yeah.
still, a normal play is he's played Stoneforge Mystic, then hit with Stoneforge Mystic with a Jit.
Yeah.
Which...
It's now a 0/1 that does 0 combat damage.
so it's 0 combat damage.
Yeah, no, that's...
That
Yeah,
is very,
you
very
take.
relevant. The dead guy player having two of the graphic cages is very, very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
I think it pretty much
that
won
one...
the game.
well, GTA kind of did a little bit
Yeah,
of work there,
true.
I think.
But he had a Green Sun in hand, which was
It was shut off for
a
most of
long
the game.
time. And if it wasn't, he could have Green Sun for Reclamation Sage and been in a really good position.
Yes.
And he's waiting for just the Jit can't kill he gets draw a lot of cards and maybe drawing to Scavenging Use, take out the Lingering Souls, or maybe drawing to combo.
Mm-hmm.
The Elves a lot of times just sideboarding, so like kind of a combo-y but still a value deck is weird. I mean, they sometimes just taking the Scavenging Uses and like the Baloths and Gaddock Tigers to and almost like beat you down when it can't combo.
Mm-hmm.
It's really weird.
Well, now more so than when they played the heavy combo versions with...
Was the heavy combo version good?
Well, it was all they had before they had Credit Hoof. You'd be playing with...
Mirror Entity.
With Mirror Entity, and you just make 1,000,000 mana.
So you played white instead? What did you play for sideboard cards?
I can't quite remember what they did play. I didn't play too much of the deck.
Well, Elves has got a lot in the last...
Looks like we are back here.
Yeah, it looks like the players are ready.
So we have a turn 1...
We'll get it up for the screen for you. Yeah,
turn 1 Birchlaw Rangers.
Yeah.
Followed by a turn 1 Deathray Shaman.
Yeah. And in hand we see one 2 lands and a Stopwatch Mystic. Stopwatch Mystic probably getting the Jit.
Yes.
Okay, certainly getting
the Jit.
Unless he has it in hand, but Jit being so good. It feels like it was designed to beat his deck.
Was
designed to be a pain in the ass.
We're not going to talk about design with Jit.
You want to talk about the design of Skullclamp? When like the last minute we minus +1 -1, they changed from +1 +1.
Yeah.
It would be worse.
We'll make the card worse, right?
Yeah, we'll make the card worse.
No.
Wait, they can fodder? Oh no. We'll see. The Scavenging Juice.
2 Scavenging Juice.
Scavenging Juice being very good here. Kind of turning off the Death Shaman of the while and
turning off the Lavamancer, turning off.
And I think he just drew the Lavamancer.
It looks like he did.
Which is not good news. Unless he has a Lightning Bolt here or some kind of 3-mana removal. We see a Lingering Souls, I believe. And, well, 3 mana
it's just
for...
awkward all around.
Yeah. But let's see what he does. He's probably just going to play Stopwatch Mystic and hope his Jit gets to connect with his opponent.
That's what it looks like here.
I think if Jonas has a slow hand, I think both players kept the 7.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. Unless Jonas has a slow hand, he's just well, if he has a slow hand, he will just deny the mana with the Scavenging Juice for the Death Shaman. But I think he has.
Looks like he has a Glimpse, a
Dryad, and
I think I saw a Symbiote.
Symbiote being very good.
Well, yeah, for the same reason so it was last game, so the GTA is just not going to connect.
Yeah. But it doesn't have a flyer, though.
Sorry?
No, yeah, exactly.
If he has a flyer.
Ljungberg not having a flyer, which is very relevant. Yeah, I see a Symbiote as well, and I think he drew... That is probably a Verning Catacomb.
Yes. I'm really curious what that last card is that we couldn't see, though. If it's... it could be a Reclamation Sage.
If it's a Reclamation Sage, that would be huge.
Or a Green Sunzina to go get one. But it looks like we're starting off with the Glimpse.
Glimpse, run. Glimpse, run. Gonna draw a card. And he's probably gonna play it again. If he draws like Gaze Cradle off top, we're gonna have a Shenanigans turn again.
Cradle would be good here.
Very good, very, very good. Why did I have to commentate Elves? I don't know that much about the deck. I was playing.
I wish that it hadn't been 2 years since I'd played the deck.
I mean, I played Death and Taxes, and I'm like, oh, I lose. Can I get on with the daily online?
Yeah.
So yeah, seriously, for Death and Taxes, it's a horrendous matchup. Just super horrendous. You usually before Containment Priest, you just have game 1 they have to fizzle, and game 2 is getting both of your what do they call it, the Graphic Escape, and hope they don't have removal for it.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know, terrible. Maybe if you can get a Jit connecting.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to have a Jit connecting here. If he gets some flyers up...
Well, I mean, they won't be attacking this turn.
That's true, though, but still. He doesn't even have a Jit in play.
No, but he
can... Did he play... Did he seriously play the Lavamancer?
Yeah, last turn he played the Lavamancer. But so this turn he does still have access to 4 mana, so he can get the Jit in play and connect it to...
Well, he can do some... He has 4 mana. Yeah, he played a land this turn. He played a land this turn, so he can't do some crazy plays, but he can still... He can take out the Symbiote with the Lavamancer and play Jit. Which is a fine play. Yeah, you gotta take out the Symbiote here.
Yes. Oh, he's going for the Scavenging Juice.
Scavenging Juice. Yeah, he doesn't have any mana untapped. And he can't bounce with the Symbiote. It bounced the...
No.
Ooze. Ooze being an ooze?
Ooze being a...
Yeah, I think it's
ooze. Probably an ooze. Makes sense. Scavenging Ooze.
It's not a fungus. It looks like a fungus, though.
I'm not going to have discussions about Wizards creature type naming because they're
Okay.
they're a little off the wall sometimes. It's
What's the difference between a soldier and a
warrior? Yeah.
and a knight and there's something more.
Yeah.
Very close.
Looks like at the end of the turn, Jonas is going to bounce his Birchlar Rangers.
Yeah, which probably indicates that he probably have another glimpse in hand, or he might have drawn. I think.
Well, looks like he just drew a glimpse.
Yeah, he drew the glimpse. Do you think Jonas might be psychic?
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Some people are. I've heard.
You've heard.
No people are psychic. Wow,
Was that
Nettle
a-
Symbol being really good here. He can produce mana, and if he has another green card, and if he...
It looks like I saw a Heritage Druid in hand there.
Yeah. He can still draw one more card, even how he does it.
Right, so you can make a green mana here, play his Heritage Druid,
Oh.
untap,
Bounce the...
draw a card.
Draw a card.
He has not played a land this turn, so if he does have
A land.
a land...
Is
he can...
3 elves, right?
No, yeah, but you can still do 2 elves with
yeah.
Birchlar.
Wow. And that I think that one's on taps a land. I don't know for
Quirion
forest,
Ranger.
but it's...
So
it's
Quirion Ranger untaps a forest and returns a creature to your hand,
Yeah.
I believe.
So you're probably going to return your... Yeah.
So we have 3 green floating now.
No, you return a land. And
Yeah, you
untap.
turn a land, untap a creature.
Wow.
So
He's
another-
having... He's still... Wow, he
Ooh,
drew
there's
the
another
second glimpse.
So we have 2 mana floating right now.
Yeah.
3 mana floating. So it's another... So I think we're down to 2 green here. With 2 glimpses.
He plays another one? Did he play it?
No, he's just letting you know that the Quirion Ranger's been
Yeah,
activated.
good. And he has 1 mana floating, I think, now. And he has 2 glimpses active, still.
I think you might have 2 floating. It's hard to say.
Or 1 or 2.
We have some reasonable amount of green mana floating with 2 glimpses.
Yeah. 2 glimpses, just
Living the dream.
living the dream. I think this is going to be a fast game 3, it might be. It depends what he draws, but 2 glimpses means...
If
Very
Jonas can
good.
sequence this correctly, he
Yeah,
should be able to
if
win
he draws
this
another...
turn, depending on what he draws.
If he draws another Sentinel, I think he's going to go bonkers. Because he can play every 1-mana spell out
Yeah.
of his deck then. And he gets
And he does.
a
There is
second
Sentinel
one.
Sentinel.
And I believe he has a druid in hand as well. Heritage Druid. Yeah, he uses the ability, have 3 mana in pool, plays the Heritage Druid,
Draws 2 more cards.
can get 3... He has 2 mana in pool, and he's going to get 3 more, so he's going to go up to 5 mana by tapping 3. And he's going to play, I think he has a Missionary.
Doesn't even matter. Oh, there's the
Oh,
other
and-
Sentinel. So here we just draw our deck at this point.
Yeah, he can. Yeah, he's going to drop his deck. Unless he just hits only lands from now on, but I don't think... They only play 16 lands, so... Yeah. He's just going to shortcut this, I think. They're in time, though.
Are we in time?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Fifth-
is this turn 0? Or do we
Yeah, I
have
think,
any sort of
I think,
confirmation?
yeah, you see time as well.
Yeah, I see the time there, but I don't know if that's accurate.
Yeah,
Actually,
he's been pretty accurate.
Okay.
They have 2 minutes extra, so 1 minute left, and they will...
Well, we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is that 13 creatures in play?
Yeah.
I believe he had 1... Did he have any Sentinel Sentinel? No, I don't think any of the creatures that he has untapped in play right now have the ability to attack.
But
By the time he plays a Crater Hoof...
Wait, doesn't Creative give them haste?
No.
Sure. The Creative have haste, though. Yeah.
Yes, it has haste. But by the time he plays a Crater Hoof, he's going to have 25 creatures to play, so it's going to be a 30-30 hit Crater Hoof.
They play 33 creatures in the deck.
It feels like... How many creatures? Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
so-
going to have a lot in play by the time he's done this.
Yeah. Well, I think Creative at least gives them trample, right? Yeah.
Yeah, at this point, it doesn't even matter how he sequences this. Really, the only way you lose is if you draw an extra card here by mistake. fairly routine for the Elves player at this point.
Yeah. He's just going through the motions, and I think Jonas just want to see if, can you kill me? Then show it. This is top 8 after
Well,
all. This is the winning name for top 8.
I never concede in these spots. It's
Yeah.
not my job to tell my opponent he can kill me.
Well, unless you know each other, I guess. Well, maybe
no,
he could cyber out the creator hoof.
Even more so if I know him. I'm going to make my friend go through every motion.
Oh, fine. Kind of Behemoth just being absurd. So how many
cards does he have? 3 cards left in his deck?
Yeah, and I think is that
Is
Wilt
that,
Leaf?
yeah, that's the Wilt Leaf Liege.
He took it in. So well, if he is untaps, if he gets the untap, it's just gonna kill him for lethal anyway. And there we go. How big is it?
Big.
Very big.
There's probably 20 creatures out there.
Yeah, and it gets +1 from. Yeah, this must.
I don't think the +1 from the Wilt Leaf Liege is very as relevant.
Hey, you take every damage you can get at this point. Yeah, this must be very big. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, I don't know what other creatures he can attack with here though, so I'm not. I think that Crater Hoof is lethal.
Unless he counted wrong.
Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. So 19 creatures with the Crater Hoof.
This figures.
So we have plus, so that should be a 25 power Crater Hoof, and he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power of blocking.
No, 3.
5 toughness blocking. Okay, well, it's not going to matter here.
Yeah, and I think
the Disfigure and the Abrupt Decay, making the rest of the counting is not going to matter too much.
And Jonas Lefvert will go.
He should be in top 8.
Yeah, unless Lollipax comes here, I think he's... No, but this is game.
This should be game.
Yeah,
and there's the
handshake. Wow.
Well, congratulations to Jonas Lefvert.
Yeah, taking
Elves.
one of the last spots of top 8. Not being able to draw in. Still living the dream. Getting to hit people with 1 Crater Hoof being absurdly
Just
good.
a massive Crater Hoof behemoth.
And that was only 3 lands. 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, he started with 2
Actually,
creatures.
I think he had a land drop that he didn't play for the time
yeah.
because he returned a forest from Quirion Rangers and just never replayed it. But it didn't really matter too much.
Yeah.
Once you get to that point, it steamrolls pretty quickly.
Yeah, it's crazy. Well, yeah, you really have to respect Elves. I think he had almost nothing in play, and didn't he like bounce the Ranger and just went bananas?
I think he untapped with a
symbiote and
with just a Birchlore because he bounces Birchlore Rangers at the end of Gael's turn, untapped with just a symbiote, just a symbiote in play.
Yeah, and then he played the Glimpse, drew a card, bounced it, drew a card,
drew a Glimpse a couple turns later or a couple draws later, and just we're off from there.
Yeah, and then that Nettle Sentinel reassuring that if you have is it intruder alarm effect kinda. Yeah, for green spells, kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, and just getting to untap every time you play a green spell, which is the only thing you play in this deck. Except Disfigure, I think everything else was just green.
Yeah, Disfigure was the only thing we saw. So we have...
Wow,
our top 8.
Wait. The Elf player only plays 1 natural order.
Only plays 1 natural order?
Yeah, 1.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's really weird. I think he might just go back to the old school when you play a lot of just Glimpse of Nature and... Well, if I get a lot of creatures out, I can just attack and kill you.
Or, like that, get a lot of creatures out and just eventually draw my deck and find the Crater Hoof.
What happened if he had played a Regal Force there? Would he have decked himself? I think he would.
by 15 or 20 cards?
Yeah, probably. He only drew like 3 cards. So, I think we have the top 8
standings.
Yeah. Well, let's start. Should we start from the 8th place?
Yeah, sure. So we did not have a clean cut today. So...
Yeah, what do you mean with not a clean cut?
It looks like 8th place had 15 points, and so did 9th and 10th.
So, Yeah.
So there were a couple people who are out on tiebreakers.
Yeah, 2 people.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, Sebastian Nonting.
And Mikael Karlström.
Is it not? Is it wrong in DC? Is it Nonting or is it nothing? Yeah, yeah. And in 8th place we have Sandro Rajalin.
Yeah, Sandro is playing goblins.
Yeah,
he's
he's
been
like
playing that deck forever.
He's a Swedish goblin player, I guess.
Basically.
Yeah, he pretty good in New Jersey with the goblins. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the 7th place we have Jonas Lefvert,
who we just saw went on camera with Elves.
Yeah. We have on 6th place we have Nisse Brolin. Do you know who he plays?
No, but so I think I saw Nisse with some volcanic islands doing some amount of testing in the morning. I think he might be playing a Rug Delver. But Nisse is known to play some crazy things in matches I played against him.
We have John Granvik
John,
in 5th place.
Yeah, I played John earlier in the Swiss as well. He is on Ad Nauseam Tendrils.
So he's one of the Uppsala people?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, he probably is. I think 5 out of the 6 players who played the play Storm is from Uppsala. They're like a crew. It seems
Uppsala
like.
Storm.
With Per, who was here earlier.
Okay.
Great player. In 4th place, we have Martin Stark.
Who you guys spoke with him at the end of last round, I believe. He's on.
He's
on Jeskai.
Yeah,
Delver.
Jeskai. Yeah, the Jeskai Tempo deck.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. 3rd place, we have Jesper Holm, which.
Do you know what he's playing?
I have no idea actually.
I have not seen him all day.
And 2nd and 1st place. 2nd place we have Linus Valdemarsson. And 1st place we have Emil.
Emil Andersson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that many people in the top 8. I see that my friends exactly got out of top 8 concession.
Yeah.
Yeah. Poor Christopher.
Oh, Christopher.
Oh, Kaffe. He went so terrible at the end of the Pro Tour and now bad here.
It happens.
Well, we're going to take a short commercial and we'll be back as soon as possible with top 8.
Yep.
I'm going to go and yell at some people.
Yes, we'll get top 8 as soon as we can.
Yeah. See you in a bit.